students! Welcome to class. I am Miss Katie, that vegan teacher, and I am here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And I am going to be looking at this video by Misha Petrov because it caught my attention. Look at the title. It says, "Woke TikTokers claim that we must destroy whiteness and all white people are racist." Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher. She will show you how. Here we go. Let's see what this is all about.
All white people are racist.
Then we need to change the systems and destroy whiteness.
It's because Black and Indigenous people are far more civilized than we are.
I hate all white people. I want all white people to go die. Die, white devil, you cracker. That's still not racism.
Hey guys, it's Misha and welcome back to my channel. So
Hi,
today
Misha! How's it going? Well, this is going to be interesting. By the way, those of you who don't yet know, Misha and I have a tiny bit of history together. I did a video about her, trying to encourage her to be vegan. She responded, and then later on, I found out that she actually did watch the important documentary that I had suggested, which is called Dominion. And when you watch that documentary, you can see the way that the animals are treated, and it is quite an eye-opener. So I want to thank Misha for being so open-minded, for having watched the documentary, and also for sending me pictures of the oat milk that she is now drinking. And I also saw some other vegan foods that she was eating, including vegan chicken, which of course is made from plants. So let's have a look at this this video of Misha's and see where it's going. Sounds interesting so far.
we would take a look at some of these woke videos about people talking about their obsession with race.
If you have a token white and you're hanging out with your friend group of color, you need to ask permission from everybody in the group to bring your white friend.
What? Are we hearing right?
Like, don't just bring them. Ask for explicit permission from everyone, because just because you're comfortable with them doesn't mean that everybody's comfortable with them. I might not be in the mood to deal with white shenanigans that day.
What is white shenanigans? I mean, like just showing up like to a potluck with like a vegan meal, that's like white shenanigans? Like being polite, showing up with you know, a bottle of wine or something to an event? Or to like what are you talking about? What?
That's all I'm saying. And another thing, it feeds into their ego. Like, don't let them think they're a good white person.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry about that. What should I do? What does she recommend that we do? I mean, I'm trying to save animals from the rape, torture, and murder that they suffer through, but I guess that makes me not a good person, right? So what about you? Do you have your body filled with dead animals right now? I guess you're a good person though, right? What's going on?
Don't give them that card to use against other people. Please don't do that.
Don't let them think that that exists. There are no good white people. Actually, you should get their written consent. You know, do you consent to us bringing a white person? We know that can be triggering for you.
Written consent. Yeah, never thought of that, Misha. Good idea.
We are both white women. We are inherently a danger in spaces for Black, Indigenous, and other people of color, simply by existing.
Wow.
And when we choose not to recognize that and acknowledge that and navigate the world with that knowledge, we go from being dangerous to being an active threat. If we don't like that, then we need to change the systems and destroy whiteness. Not
destroy whiteness. What does that mean?
I don't know, Misha. I don't know what they want. They just want us to all, like, you know, end our lives? What? Destroy whiteness? Paint our faces? Hide? Hide in our homes and never come out? I don't know.
The systems of whiteness make us dangerous. That's not individually insulting. Process that idea.
Process
that idea, okay.
Let's process that, Misha. Her face.
I think it's a game of who can be more woke, or she's just looking for pats on the back. The sad thing is, this is not the first time I'm hearing this. In universities, they are teaching students that if you don't think you're racist as a white person, you just don't see your privilege yet. Even though people are now trying to say that they're a racial minority to have a better chance of getting into college.
This message is to all our would-be accomplices and white allies. This message is to all the white people who have BLM in their bio. If you really want to prove to black people that you love us and you care about us and...
Okay, first of all, what do you mean love black people?
Yeah, what does that
Would
mean?
you say, oh, you love white people? You could love a person who is white or who is black, but you'd have to get to know them, see if they're a good person.
Exactly. I don't believe in this identity politics either, Misha. It doesn't make sense to label an entire group. I mean, there are individuals in every single group.
Do not go see that movie opening weekend. You buy your ticket, you give it to a black person or a black family who can't afford to go.
What? And when they ask, why are we giving them these tickets? And then we say, because you're black, they're not going to be insulted by this? They're not going to think that that is racist in and of itself?
And then you go sit at that theater in front of the doors. You make sure that every black person in that theater can enjoy that movie in peace. You make sure that you use your body to block us from anybody who would be coming in that theater to do us harm.
Who's going to do you harm in a movie theater? What? I've been in movie theaters with plenty of black people, and they seem to be just enjoying the movie just like everybody else. I've had conversations with them and discussed afterwards, like, how did you like the movie? I don't see people being attacked, not verbally, not physically. Like, what are you experiencing? Where do you live?
That is your job. You can go see it on another weekend. Go see it on the second or third weekend. But the first weekend, that's for us. To do anything other than this is anti-black.
Okay, and next step in the Woke Olympics, you will have to find a random black person, give them your hard-earned money to pay for a trip to Paris, let's say, and
Yeah, a trip to Paris. Yeah, what else? What next, Misha?
get them a 5-star hotel, pay off their student loans, and to do anything other than that is anti-black. It's all an attempt to stay oppressed, because if you're oppressed, there's no accountability. You can blame everything on racism. I didn't get a job because there's systemic racism and I'm black, or I didn't get this opportunity because I'm a woman and that person must be sexist. I got fired because I'm non-binary, so they must be transphobic, whatever. No, Emily, it's because you spend 2 hours a day making TikToks about how you hate your job.
People wonder why we need a union at Starbucks, and I am literally about to quit. The customers, and we have 4 people on the floor all day. Only 5 people on the schedule. And the customer was misgendering me today, like, really badly. I didn't have their order ready, and so they were just, like, talking my gender, and they're like,
White people.
Okay, I guess that is the example of the person who is not working while at Starbucks but should be working but is making TikToks and upset because this person was misgendered. Like, it's not about you. The world doesn't revolve around you. People just want to get a coffee.
The only reason that we still exist is because Black and Indigenous people are far more civilized than we are. I said what I said, and you know I'm right.
Who knows you're right? Who is agreeing with this?
ignorance! Oh, but you...
I think it depends. There are probably some black people out there who are more civilized than me, I guess, and smarter than me, sure. But all of them?
You know what's so funny to me? Not just this comment, but multiple comments under that post. I'll click on their profile just to, like, get an idea of who they are, and it's always a palm-colored person who's, like, a part of the LGBT community, who's disabled, like, whatever, like, they have, like, some form of, like, marginalization to them, right?
Right, see? What I've been saying this entire time, it's all an attempt to stay oppressed. Who can get the most oppression points?
I promise you, ask any of these palm-colored people if they think homophobia is ingrained in our society. Ask them if they think that ableism is ingrained in their society. They're gonna say yes. They will. But they love to draw the line at racism.
Interesting. What does it say? White people are overrated, to be honest. They deserve nothing. Nothing. Okay, what do you think, Misha?
Yeah, absolutely nothing racist about that because it's being racist towards white people, so it's okay.
Yeah, racism towards white people is okay. Yes, I get it. Yeah, all right. This is great education, isn't it, Misha?
POCs stand in the street and scream at the top of their lungs, I hate all white people. I want all white people to go die. Die, white devil, you cracker. That's still not racism. That's discrimination. It's an action that's bred out of a prejudice, for sure. Justified, arguably. Screaming I hate white people at me doesn't change the fact that I am dripping with white privilege.
Notice how the loudest ones about racism are the ones that are actually racist or have a white savior complex, and viewing black people as children, like they can't do anything on their own. We have to pay for this, pay for that.
This is considering how to compensate black Californians for past harm.
$569 billion figure came from the economic consultant team's presentation, where we pretty much instructed them over the summer to gather data that could help substantiate a claim for reparations in the form of compensation.
Wow. Okay, and like when does it end exactly? How many generations do we give this extra money to? 1 generation, 2, 4, for another 1,000 years? Like at what point do you think it's kind of going to be evened out? Thank you so much, Misha, for introducing me to this subject, to remind me that basically I'm a piece of shit, and I guess you are too, and that, you know, we should probably never do videos again. However, that's not happening. Thank you to everybody who's watched this video. If you like this channel and you like Misha's channel, please feel free to subscribe to them, press the notification bell, and we'll see you all in the next videos. Bye for now. Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's help her